Okay, we are going. I'm going to move my little mat over. All right, and I just need a minute for figuring out so I can see my video, so I can see any comments. So say hi when you get here. And if you're on replay, tell me that you're here. Do hashtag replay. All right, why is this every time it's something? All right, I found it. Let me see if it's actually going to, let's see, play. All right, I see one set of eyeballs. So yeah, welcome. I'm Toni Tesler. Just say hi if you're here, so I know people are here. I see the eyeballs, but I just want to make sure that my comments are working first, that they're gonna move, because it seems like there's always something with Facebook. Hey, Gail. Okay, good. All right, so welcome. Like I said, thanks for being here. Whether you're here watching live or watching the replay later or on YouTube later, which does remind me, if you can subscribe to my channel. I just found out that I get to pick my own name for my channel, like personalize it once I have 100 subscribers. So I need some help with that. Since I just started this last, April? I think that's when I started making the videos and stuff. But okay, so check that out. I will have this video posted on my blog later today, probably about an hour after this class, and then on YouTube. So let's talk about class. 2021, I decided I was going to make some changes to the way I'm doing things, and one of them is classes. So I didn't have a whole lot of luck. People don't really like, I guess, not knowing what they're making. Hi, Vicky. With the classes, and it was a lot of work, like getting stuff ready ahead of time and, putting all the ads out, and I felt like I was pestering people, and I'm not going to do that anymore. So what I'm doing is the classes, I'm going to do a class every month for free. It's free because you're here watching it. You're not paying for it. You can create the projects when you want to with your own stuff. You don't have to have what I'm using, but there will be a packet available. So if you want to go back and make exactly the projects that I'm making, you'll be able to do that. So every month, hi, Anne. How do you say hi? Anne, Gail, is Anne the deaf person, the hearing person? Okay, well, hello, everybody. So where was I? Oh, yeah, so the first Tuesday, Monday and Tuesday of each month. I mean, the second Tuesday. Jeez. We're going to have to work out some kinks here, so bear with me, since this is my first go at it. So the second Monday and Tuesday of each month is when I'm going to air the classes. And they will be here live for free. Then you can watch them either on Facebook. They'll be available on Facebook, or have them on YouTube. So second Monday and Tuesday. So today I will demonstrate about half the projects. Hey, Virginia. Today I'm going to demonstrate about half the projects, and then tomorrow I will demonstrate the other half. Then I will give you about a week or so if you want the class packet, which is, I'm going to go through what you're going to get later or next. I need to know that and have payment by next Wednesday. So you have just over a week to decide if you want to use your own stuff or if you want this little bit of stuff that I'm providing. Now, what comes in this packet, it's really like an appetizer size portion of the products. So in this class, you're going to get a quarter pack of the Love You Always Specialty Designer Series paper. And I'm going to cut it 6x6 just for shipping. Actually, let me just go through this and show you. So you'll have a quarter pack of this paper. This is one-sided, but I love it. It's beautiful. It's got foil on every different color, has a different kind of foil. This is Blushing Bride, Sahara Sand, and Rococo Rose. So they're beautiful. So you get a quarter pack of that, which is 12 sheets. You're also going to get a quarter pack of these black matte dots. and I'll cut them up in little things like this in little sheets, and a 1/4 pack of the heart charms. And all your little doodads and stuff will be in a little baggie. You're also going to get 3 yards of this Blushing Bride ribbon, which is beautiful. On one side, it really matches the Rococo Rose, and then on the glittery side, it really goes better with the Blushing Bride. So I like that. I like how it's 2-sided. So 3 yards of that, which is more than enough to make these projects and still have some left over. You'll get a little bit of baker's twine that we need for some tags, and then 2 treat boxes. And that's one of the projects that we're going to make. So, plus you get all the packets, like the make and take packets, the project packets of everything that I'm making. So that's not bad, and it includes shipping. I can only do that US though, so sorry. Now, if you decide you only want the tutorial, that's $15. But so when I mail your packet, here's the deal. Let me write some dates down. So January 20th, RSVP 120. It takes about 7 days always for me to get stuff here in Maryland. So 27, let's see, 27, 28, 29, about the 29th, I should have materials. I think that's right. Hold, please. I did write this down. Yep. I should get my stuff around the 29th, and then I'll spend that weekend cutting paper and then mail out on February 1st. That's the goal. Goal dates. If there's any back orders or shipping issues or anything like that, this will change. When I mail your packets out, that's when I will also email you a tutorial. So you're going to get the packets. You're going to get the video. Hi, Amy. The videos will be here forever. You'll get the packets if you want, and you'll get the PDF. If you don't want the packets and you just want the PDF, that's fine too. So email me, and we'll get that worked out. So, like I said, this is a work in progress. You're going to have to bear with me while I figure out all the details. But I think we have enough to get started. So let's go into our first project. Now the theme is love. So let's think Valentine's, not all Valentine's, wedding stuff, anniversary, friendship, if you love your friends, or if you don't love them but you still want them to know you like them, whatever. So 5 cards and 2 treat boxes. That's what we're going to make over today and tomorrow. All right, and I'm not using the same stamp set for everything, because really I figured everybody has hearts or Valentine's or lovey-dovey sets that they like. You know, you've got something. So this first one, and you're going to cut all your designer series paper, and I'm going to cut that live with you, and I'll tell you the measurements. So this first one is just a love card, and I've used the Wreath Builder dies, and there's actually no stamping. So I like these dies because I like using these wreaths together, like the 2 different colors. And then it's got flowers, birds, that looks like a poinsettia, some different bows, hearts that I used, Easter eggs, pears, lots of good stuff. So your packet includes Sahara Sand card base. This is 5.5 by 8.5. Hey, Jamie. Yeah, you do love it. Yeah, I think you got it, right? So we're going to fold this in half. Then you've got, and you will have envelopes for everything. Your vanilla envelope for this card. Very vanilla. This is for the middle. So I'm going to go the inside, so you can write on it. I'm going to put it on right now. Man, I feel like it just got really hot in here. And I am going to try to pay attention to comments and answer questions as we go. But if I don't see it, sorry. I will catch up with you. All right, now let me bring this back in. I don't know if you can see, but there is another layer of Sahara Sand here underneath the foil paper. I don't know how clear that is. So let me move this out of the way. you're gonna pick your a piece of the Sahara Sand designer paper foil. This Sahara Sand piece is 5 1/4 by 4. So I'm gonna cut this foil down 5 1/4 by 4. I like it to go down, let's go down 1/8 of an inch. So this will be 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And that makes a really skinny, thin border. But we're gonna pop it all up so it's really gonna stand out. Now all these bits and pieces that we cut, you wanna save those because you'll be able to use them on other cards. So I'm just gonna start a pile. All right, let me tape this on. Yeah, these foils are so pretty. All right, I've got that on. So see, very thin border, but I like it. All right, your kit will also have these 2 wreath pieces already cut out and this heart with the love. Now I'm going to poke these words out, the letters. You can, I'm throwing them out. You can save them if you want. Let me bring this one back. You can save these letters and make another card if you want. I ain't got time for all that right now, so I'm just going to feed the trash can with them. Plus they're so tiny. I mean, they're cute, but like that's a lot of work on my eyeballs. All right, so off we go with these. So you're going to poke out your wreath bits. And none of your wreath pieces are really going to be stuck because the I've got a I don't know what it's called. It's not like the Detail Precision base plate. It's something else that I got off Amazon. And I tell you, any detail dies, it cuts through everything. So we're going to get that out. And oops, something just fell. Ugh. You could save these bits and punch something out from them if you wanted. Not me. I need to put something in the garbage. All right, let me get this middle one out. And then all the, hey Darlene, hey Diane. Okay. And then I'm going to just poke out these little bits. So we're going to build up this wreath. And I made a card similar to this for my bingo make and takes. Different colors, and we used different flowers. But I like the idea. There's no stamping with this, but it's pretty. Okay, let's get this off of here. Oh, you're funny. Told Sue to retire. Well, she's got to do something to keep busy. Otherwise, you know, she'll get in trouble, right? Okay, now for assembly, I'm using just liquid glue. You could use glue dots if you really want. I just have good luck with this. So I just want a few glue bits just around. Oh, of course I have a little something on there. Let me rip this off. I said glue booger the other day and someone thought that was funny. But what else do you call them when you get the little glue stuck on the tip? All right, I'm just going around. You do not have to hit every petal. Okay? Just enough so it's not going to go anywhere. And this liquid glue is actually very good as far as staying stuck down. Yeah, glue boogers. Or buggers. I said boogers. You said buggers. What's wrong with glue boogers? I mean, that's what they are. All right, so I'm sticking this like kind of right in the middle. There it is. And I'm going to hold this down for a minute and have a sip of coffee. And I like that this doesn't really have any writing on it because love, you could use this for anything. It could be a Valentine. It could be just to send to your friend. Could be a lot of stuff. All right. Now this wreath is popped up a little. So I'm going to use some mini dimensionals. And if I'm fumbling around with stuff, it is because I just got a new clear storage spinning thing from an online thing. And of course, you should measure things before you buy them. It didn't quite fit my setup here, so I had to like move everything around, move my lights, move my other stuff. So live and learn, ladies. Pay attention to the measurements and make sure it works. But I made it work, so it's good. Yeah, Jamie, engagement, anniversary, just about anything. You could make this for me and send it to me because you love me. I would love that. All right, so we're gonna put this on. And it's just, I did these in 2 different layers. The bottom layer was Pear Pizzazz, and this top one is Soft Seafoam. All right, now the ribbon. You're gonna get, like I said, 3 yards of the ribbon. And like I said, you can either have it the glittery side showing or the Rococo, the smoother side. So you're gonna make a bow, and I have a bow maker that I use. So this I got a long time ago from Shiaki Haverstick. This was her son that made them. I don't know if they're still making them, but check that. Any little thing that has dowels will work. But the way we do it is, and I'm gonna try to see, let me make it so the glittery side is out. So you come in, you keep the ribbon attached around both dowels. Oops. So I cross them and then I go over. Oops, that seems a mess. Bring it under. So you want to fight with these and get them tight. And then we're basically going to tie a knot with this one and this one. So flip it over and get this through. And then we pull it tight, make a knot, okay? And then you just slide these off, and then you have your bow. Oh, I like how that turned out with them both. Nice, okay, I'm glad I did that. All right, let's get that out of the way. So then I'm just gonna trim this, trim them so they're the same. Although that one seems to be hanging down a little bit more. Okay. All right, so then we are going to, I put my bow on first, and then I added the larger heart, and then I filled in with the smaller hearts. So we need glue dots. And I'm just gonna put glue dots right on the back of this bow. And I'm using 2. And I like it over here. You could put it wherever you want. Then the love, I did not pop this up. I just used some glue dots like behind there. Your projects, you could do them however you wanted. Okay, so I'm just gonna put glue dots. So right down there, that should stick to something. All right, that's down. And then more glue dots for the hearts. Now you're gonna get, I die cut these all out. If you want the packet, you're gonna get 3 of the Rococo Rose and 3 of the Blushing Bride. And you can see I only used 4, sorry, because that gives me an odd number. You know, odd numbers are a good thing. So we actually have 5 hearts. And then think of groups of 3. We've kind of got a group of 3 here, and then we've got a group of 3 here. So it balances and it looks good. And then we're just gonna stick these on. Oh, thanks, Di. Like I said, just use glue dots. Why do I feel like, oh there, I was gonna say, why do I feel like I just lost a heart? And I'm overlapping them just a little bit. Okay. And then one more Rococo Rose, and I'm going to put that like right there. So let's get that glue dot on there. And then a Blushing Bride. Oops, and I think I just stuck that on the back side. No one will know. When you die cut things, there's definitely like a ridge. You can tell if something's the right side or not. Whoopsie. Okay, now it's just going to be a lot of dimensionals because we want to pop up this whole layer. Now, if you had some of the foam tape, which I do, but I'm not going to use it today, that would make this a lot quicker. But this is fine too. We'll just end up using an entire pack of dimensionals, I'm sure. All right, no saggy bits. So I've got this. I'm just peeling these off. So the PDF that will have, each project will have like the step-by-step instructions and the cutting for, oh, thank you, Teresa. Hey, it'll have the step-by-step instructions and the cutting and scoring for all your pieces too. Because some people want to watch the video and do it, just their style of learning. Other people want something written that they can look at. So both of those will be, you know, it'll be up to you. Okay, let's get that down. I hope that's straight. All right, so that is our first project, our love card. So I'm gonna set these off to the side. The next one, we'll do another card. We're doing 3 cards today, and then tomorrow, thanks Jamie, tomorrow we'll do the last 2 cards and the treat boxes. So that's how we'll play that out. All right, get all this stuff. And only a little bit of stamping on this one, but I love it. So I saw something similar to this. I thought it was on Pinterest or Facebook, and I thought I saved it, and I went back to look so I could, you know, give somebody credit. I couldn't find it, and theirs was different. They had glitter paper and maybe not as much paper down here, and the card base was black, so it was very different, but it was inspired by somebody else. So again, sending love. This could be Valentine's. It could be, you know, just a friendship, whatever. So we've got a Blushing Bride card base. Now this is 4 1/4 by 11, and then we fold it in half. And I gotta tell you, I always have a hard time cutting this. It seems like I never get the 4 1/4 part quite right. So I'm gonna have to double check and see if my, yeah, okay. So this piece of black is actually 4 1/4 by, I want to say 5 1/8. Let me double check this because I wanted that little bit hanging off. I know you can't see it. I can't even see this. Oh, 5 1/4. Okay, so instead of 5 1/2. So 4 1/4 by 5 1/4 is our black part. And then we are going to take, actually, so you can either cut another sheet of your paper, or I ended up having strips just from cutting these down, but you want to cut one of your papers down to 4 1/4 by 2. So our designer series paper. And is this 2? Yep. So I'm just going to trim this down to 4 1/4. It's kind of hard to keep all my sheets intact because I've cut everything up to make the samples and then cutting it up again to do them here with you. So I think I had pre-cut this. All right, so 4 1/4 by 2. And I'm just going to tape this. Let me set that there. I'm going to start by taping it to the black part. Oh, and I've got to reload my video. Are we still? Yep, we're still live. All right. So hold on a second. My video cut out on my iPad. So let me just do a refresh. of the page, and then we will get back on track. Here we go. Okay. And then hit play. So we're going. Phew, got it. Okay. All right, I am taping this all the way at the very bottom, and I realize that working on this black mat, it is hard for you to see, because guess what? It's hard for me to see too. Somehow I thought this would be better. All right, see how I've got that little bit hanging over? Not anymore. Get rid of that. All right. Now in your packet, you're gonna have, this love is die cut, and I've mounted it on the foam adhesive sheets. So that's what gives this a little bit of pop, is that it's all got foam behind it. So I'm gonna pick that off when we're ready. You will also have all these little hearts. This comes from a die from Be Mine. Oops, stuff is falling. The Be Mine stitch dies, I'm using this on a couple of things. But it cuts through, it cuts all these little hearts and the outline. So what I did, and yours will have this as well, I put adhesive sheet behind a piece of Blushing Bride cardstock, and then ran it through with this die. So all your little hearts want to fall out, and they've got adhesive on them. So if we don't use any to fill in these spots, you're just going to save these because you can use them on a different project. They're all sticky. Where I need a poker. So let's poke these out and see how this is in the die. So I've just got to pull it. Let me get these. Man, my house phone keeps ringing. We've had so many fake calls lately. It's nuts. Okay. And it seems like they've got our zip code now. Okay, so I feel like something's sticking to me. All right, that's all trash. So I'm gonna put this die back so I don't lose it. But yours will be die cut and it will have adhesive behind it. And I do wanna lay that down first. And let me just poke these out. I want to lay these hearts down and then lay the love down and then tie the ribbon around all of that. All right, fumbling with this. There we go. Now to get this, whoops, you want to keep it in your hand. Stamp and seal, no. I still use the fast fuse. No, this is I switched my tape. I use this other tape, Virginia. I like this stuff better. All right, so you're gonna need a poker because we want to get this started. And actually, I'm gonna have to go down here. You gotta get in between here with something sharp. There we go, and get it started. So see that little bit? We got it started, and we're just gonna peel it right off. And then this goes in the trash. All right, and then I'm just gonna stick this right down. These adhesive sheets are really sticky. I kind of want it like, boop, right there, okay? And then, like I said, then we'll add this love. So yours is gonna be die cut for you, and what I suggest is pulling out the inside letters. This die is from the Well Written set of dies that has all sorts of words. Oh, and look at that. I had something still stuck in the die. Gotta get that out. All right. So, I don't want to lose those. So, Well Written, and it's got a, I'm going to use the Well Said because this one we're actually going to do a little bit of stamping. So, back to this. Let's pull out the inside parts of these letters because I just don't want them to stick anywhere else. This foam is really, really, really sticky. Adhesive foam sheets. I have enjoyed using it. It's just really sticky. All right, so, oh, you got a wound care nurse? Okay. Well, you'll be able to finish watching it later, Di. All right, so let's peel this up. And, I hear my neighbors outside. I don't know what's going on. All right, let me get this. Okay. And I'm just gonna stick this down kind of close. Boop, boop, boop. And I'm okay with it going over top of, actually that was a little piece of paper. I'm okay with it going across these little hearts. Now I do want to, notice that I put in some extra hearts, like, so just pick some of these up. And again, we gotta get that paper off. And we'll just peel the adhesive off and then stick them back in where they came from. And if it's not exact, it's close enough. Don't worry about it. So it looks like I've got a little one. That this adhesive does not want to come off. There we go. All right, I'm gonna stick that right there. Man, all these bits sticking where they're not supposed to be. And then another big one. And that one came right off very nicely. Although that probably wasn't exactly the right size. Okay. Now this pile of hearts that I still have, I'm going to add it to the pile of hearts that I have from when I made the first card. And I'm actually going to have to do something with those because that would make a cute little card too. All right. Now we need the word sending. If you don't have this set, so I'm using the Well Said, and this is just, it's a 2-box set. So I'm using the sending. If you don't have this, use something else or just leave it as love. Let me get a sip of coffee real quick. So I'm using the Memento since I re-inked it and it's nice and dark. You'll also have a little piece of white in your class packet. That is for your stamping on this little guy. So I stamped him, sending, and then hand cut it. This is so small. I wasn't gonna bother, you know, doing a die cut or getting a punch out or any of that. So we're just gonna cut this by hand. And then we'll pop it up with some mini dimensionals. All right, let's get this out of the way. I need to bring my trash can closer. All right, mini dimensionals. And I'm not gonna put this on until I tie the ribbon around it and get it on the front of the card, just because that'll be too much going on. All right. So now we're going to break into the charms that you have. See, I've got a little charm hanging off here. And again, I'm going to grab my ribbon. I wrapped the ribbon around this entire piece because then I'm gluing it to the card front and then you don't see it. It's just personal style. I don't like to see the ribbon on the back of it when you open it, but that's just me. You could obviously do yours however you want. But I'm going to wrap this around, and actually I will do this one opposite too. So how I have the glittery side up on this one, I'll do it with the Rococo Rose side up. All right, and so I want the ribbon to be right where that foil paper ends, and that's about enough. Like I said, you'll have 3 yards of ribbon if you want to get the class packet. That is more than enough to make all these cards and the treat boxes and still have some left. All right, so I'm going to tie this once and then hold it with that finger. And then I'm going to thread this charm through here. So you've got a 1/4 pack of charms. This is 5 charms that you're going to get. It's just a little taste. If you like them and you want more, you buy another pack. All right, and then I'm just tying this in a knot. And then I want this to hang like at a jaunty angle. I'm liking it. And then we'll trim and trim. Now this is where I might move it a little bit if I can, but I am liking this. Now if you tie your knot and you find that your ribbon is just a little bit slippy and moves around too much, just go ahead and put a glue dot underneath there. And mine's not, but I'm going to show you what I mean. So just get a glue dot with whatever tool you have, and then pry this up, stick it right under there, and then that is not moving. Okay, so we've got our charm. Now I'm ready to glue this to the front of the card. So notice I do want that border at the bottom. So that means I'm going to glue it to the very top, and that's fitting nicely. All right, liquid glue. This stuff has become my favorite for gluing a lot of this sturdy stuff on. All right, now I want this to be at the top. So I want the fold down here on my table surface and this side on the bottom. And what I'm going to do is meet them up and then just smash them together. Okay, so that keeps everything flush with the top of the card, and the sides are good. That's in place, and now I can just hold it for a minute. I've got a hair. You hate when the ribbon shows. Yeah, that's just yeah, personal design. Like I don't like seeing it. I would rather just have another layer to cover all that up, but to each their own, right? All right, now let's put this white piece on the inside. This is where I will usually find out that I didn't cut my 4 1/4 part quite right, because these sides will be wonky. But it looks like I got it pretty good that time. All right, then notice I added some of the matte black dots. I really like these. So you're getting a 1/4 pack of these. There's some, sorry, hold on a minute. There's 2 sizes. There's larger and a smaller. So going in the, groups of 3, since I put these back in, this is a group of 3 and this is a group of 3. So I'm going to put a big one here and, oops, a smaller one here. So now we have a group of 3. And then I'm going to do one small one up top. Oops. Like that. So then this is a group of 3. Okay, so that's how I came up with that, of where to place them. And I like them kind of closer together, like not so far apart. But that's that. So you could use that. Oh wait, we gotta put our sending back on. Let me peel this off. Get these little dots out of here. Now, if you didn't have sending, if you had another set that said like for you, you could have it love for you. Or you could do, if you had letters that you could die cut or punch out or something, I love you, that would work too. So you'll really have to check your stash. So that, I don't know which one I like better. You will obviously be able to make your own decision, but the ribbon. I really like both of them. Okay, well that's that. That is our second card. So our third card for today, and then I will finish up and I'm gonna just recap the new class style and what all you can do later. All right. So this next one is gonna be a large card, and this is definitely a wedding card. And I am using, oops, it fell over, the Dandelion Wishes set. I've had this, and I really haven't used the dandelions in a long time, and I really should because I like them. But I really like these greetings. Sending well wishes your way and wishes for a lifetime of love and happiness. This to me is wedding. So 5x7, and there's a lot of layers on here, and it's popped up. But Sahara Sand in black, I figured this would go like with any wedding. So, and actually this could be anniversary too. And that reminds me, my aunt and uncle had like a big anniversary. Oh, I think it's yesterday or today, and I forgot to send them a card. Ugh, yikes. And my mom told me this like a month ago. God, all right, bad Tony. Okay, so this card, I actually don't have 5x7 envelopes from Stampin' Up. So your envelope, I got these off Amazon. So just a plain white envelope. Oh, gotta wipe the sweat off my glasses for a minute. Yeah, totally wedding-ish. But I mean, don't you think that would work for anniversary too? Wishes for a lifetime of happiness, like, why not? Okay, so white envelope from Amazon. Your card, this is Sahara Sand. So it's a 5x7 card, so this paper is 10x7 and score in half at 5. So we're gonna fold this. Okay. And then I will, actually I'm just going to go through all the stuff. I already stamped my piece, but your piece, this is from the Stitch So Sweetly dies, and this is Sahara Sand, so you can stamp whatever you want on yours. I already went ahead and did it because I figured I would be behind time. Then from the Stitch So Sweetly dies, Be Mine Stitch dies, let me bring these back in, all these hearts. So this heart, this die cuts both pieces at one time. So in your packet, you're gonna have a set of black ones, and I am pre-embossing it. So I emboss this with the Scripty folder, and then you'll have a Sahara Sand set, and I emboss this with the new to me anyway, Dainty Diamonds. I think that's what it's called. Embossing folder. I love that. I love all this texture. And then another one, a smaller one, and this is with the textiles folder. Okay, so we've got all different kinds of textures going on. So the idea is you could mix and match. And hi Betty, hi Kathy, oh thanks. The idea is you can mix and match which hearts you want. Like the smaller heart, I'm only including the Sahara Sand one. But with these, if you want it to be both black and then this one, that's totally up to you. I kind of liked mixing and matching them. So that's what, I'm going to do the opposite on this one. So I'm going to take the Sahara and the black edge, and I'm going to put those together. All right, so let me, let's tape those together first. Now the only way that I have figured out how to get these, they don't overlap, so you really have to tape them. And let me bring a piece of paper in here. This, especially working with a black card, this is, I can't see it. So what I do is I flip it over and have the heart sitting in here, you know, lay it fits right in, and then get some tape. And actually I go and cut this in half again because we have to go around the whole thing. And you just want to catch the tape on the outer heart and the inner one, just to the edge. Yeah, I like these hearts too. And I'm just gonna have to keep trimming this because sometimes you want just a little bit of the tape. I'm gonna go around. Yeah, that's working. And then I'm gonna follow it up by gluing it directly to the card front, but I want it to be not moving around. So this is the only way I've figured out how to get these hearts to stay layered like this, because they don't touch. It's not like they're a bigger heart layered, you know, a smaller heart layered on top of a bigger heart. it really is cutouts. So we've got that. Now let's get back to our packet. So we folded our card. Then we've got a piece of Whisper White for the inside. And it does not want to come out. This is, if you're following at home, this one is probably, yep, 6 3/4 by 4 3/4. So let me just put that on the inside and get it out of my pile. 6 3/4 by 4 3/4. And I'm going to tape that right inside of our 5 by 7 card. Okay. Then we've got 2 layers of black. Let me bring this in. So I don't know if you can see the dimension, but so our Sahara sand, this is layered on a piece of black, and then another, then it's popped up on another layer. All right, so I believe this is the same size. Yep. So 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use the liquid glue on this one. Why not? And I think I'm probably going to end up cutting the designer series paper next. All right, let me hold this for a minute. So since our DSP is it's 6 by 6, and I wanted a 5 by 7 card, I wanted it to have a nice border. So the largest I can cut this is 4 by 6. And that was, you can see here, very tiny. So that's why I decided to add this border. Well, I had this border, and then I decided to add the second one just because it looked better. All right, so this piece, since I'm going to cut this 4 by 6, this is 4 1/8 by 6 1/8. Or maybe it was 3/16 actually. But either way, I'm going to cut this one to be 4 by 6. All right, and again, we got a little strip here. I want to save that because you can do something else with it. See, now I'm learning as I go. I need to have my measurements like written out ahead of time with each card. So I wasn't lying when I told you, girls, that this would be a learning experience. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, yeah, this is a 3/16 inch border. I'm positive. All right, so the black here, I wish my ruler went all the way up. 6, yep, 6 3/16. 1 2 3, yep. Let me flip this over. 4 3/16, yep. Okay. So then we're gonna pop this up here, and I'm gonna have this heart here, and then I'm gonna do this little heart here. Okay, and glue. So I'm going to put glue right on top of the tape and in the middle. I don't really want to go like in the edges too much because I have a feeling it would seep through, and I don't want that. All right. And if you wanted to use both of your hearts on, both of the larger hearts on your card, I mean, that would be your choice. Dealer's choice. Okay, hold this for a minute. And I think my comments quit rolling. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to catch up with them later anyway. All right, and I'm gluing this heart on. Again, if you wanted to pop up your hearts, more power to you. It's yours. Do what you want with it, you know? Thank you, Darlene. All right, and then I'm popping this up. Wishes for a lifetime of happiness. Oops. You know what? I might send this to my aunt and uncle anyway. I mean, I know they had like, it was like a big anniversary number. maybe their 50th? Actually, I'm going to have to make another one. Wishing them a lifetime of happiness. I mean, that's what they've had their whole lives, is a lifetime of happiness. I'll have to choose a different stamp and make them something. Okay, so I'm sticking this on right here. Okay. Now again, I want this layer popped up. So see how we've got all this dimension? So this is popped up. This whole layer is popped up. So let me flip this over. And this is where the foam, like the bigger foam tape would go quicker. But that's okay. Let's see how quick I can get it done. Let's do 3, 2, 3, 3, and I need a couple there, and one more. You had your 50th? Nice, Virginia. I don't remember seeing anything about that. Like, wish I'd known. Could have sent you a card or something. And the fact that you've made it 50 years, like, and, you know, you're both still alive, that you haven't put him out of your misery, that's an accomplishment. Yeah, Gail, you are proud of me. Like I said, this class will probably end up using, like, a whole pack of dimensionals. All right, so let's get this on here. Smash all that, and then we'll bring in these black dots again. And I did one big one and 2 little ones. You could go nuts with it. Now since, okay, let me bring this one back in. Since this heart was black, I didn't want to put a dot right on it because I thought it would kind of get lost. But this time I can put one right there and it doesn't get lost. And then I can go there. And then I would put another one, let's do it right there. Okay, so I like those, I like the differences with, actually here, I always forget like how wide, you can see the whole, my whole mat, so this is good. So in your packet, you would have, you know, both hearts. You would have a set of black hearts and a set of Sahara hearts, the large ones. And then, yeah, Virginia, 50 years of sheer bliss. I'm gonna laugh at that comment later. Right now too. But you make these your own. Okay, so once again, I showed the first 3 projects today. Tomorrow, I'm going to show the second set of projects. There'll be 2 more cards, and then we'll do 2 treat boxes. And those treat boxes are so easy to put together, and you're going to love it. They just go together so nicely, and then we're going to wrap some paper around them. It'll be nice. Today I'm going to get my video loaded up to YouTube, and I'm going to update my blog. And so this is part 1 of 2. Tomorrow will be part 2 of 2. So let me go over this one more time for the people that weren't here at the beginning. The classes that I'm doing now, these are all free classes because you're watching them right now. You can watch the videos later and make the projects yourself as you go. If you want the class packet, which is the materials that I'm using, and you'll have extras, and then there's this whole, it's a quarter pack of the specialty paper, a quarter pack of the heart charms, a quarter pack of the black dots, 3 yards of the blush and grime metallic ribbon, and 2 Love You Always treat boxes, plus all the project kits, which is all the extra cardstock and envelopes, bits and pieces that I've used to make each project. So you get the project kits for the 5 cards and the 2 treat boxes with tags and a PDF tutorial. This is all $30, and I need RSVP and payment by next Wednesday, the 20th. So on the 21st, I put the order in. It takes me about 7 business days to get it. So February, I should get the stuff by the 29th. And then I need a day or 2 to cut everything, get it on the mail. I should be mailing it by February 1st. And then these videos will be available. They're not going anywhere. So you'll be able to make them when you get your packet. So thanks for being here for my very first airing of my very first New Style class for the new year, and I will catch you tomorrow. Thanks a lot for being here. Bye.